Whoa, what the f are you doing?
Kettlebell swing?
No, we gotta fix that hump start.
What's a hump start?
The hump start is just one of the many movement errors I have seen over the past 10 years of coaching the kettlebell swing. And that implies that there are multiple hip thrusts before generating enough momentum to build up to your kettlebell swing like this. And this common movement error and several others are easily avoidable with a little bit of guidance. For example, rather than starting your kettlebell swing with 3 pumps and an apology, I'm almost there. You can start the movement with one smooth hiking motion like this. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to execute a flawless kettlebell swing from start to finish. Oh, and if you stick around to the very end, I'll show you the #1 mistake that I have seen over the past 10 years of coaching this movement. With that being said, let's dive in, fam. First things first, let's talk about prerequisites. Although the kettlebell swing is a fundamental kettlebell exercise, there is one movement pattern you should have mastered before ever trying this movement. And that movement pattern is specifically a hinge pattern because the kettlebell is in fact a hinge, not a squat. The difference? In a hinge pattern, your hips stay above your knees. In a squat, your hips go below your knees. And a great way to practice that hinge pattern is to do something like a kettlebell deadlift. Here's the breakdown. Place the kettlebell between the arches of the feet with feet roughly shoulder width apart. Now once you're here, you are going to hinge at the hips, meaning what we should see is the shoulders above your hips, hips above your knees, and knees over top of the ankle. While maintaining a flat back, Jesus. Simultaneously extend your hips and knees like Nicole just did until you're in an upright position. Now pay close attention to the angle of my torso at the halfway point of my deadlift, as well as the angle of my torso during the kettlebell swing. And pay close attention to how my hips and knees extend in each. If the importance of this prerequisite movement just clicked in your head, give this video a like and smash that subscribe button. Now that you have your hinge pattern down, let's dig into our setup, which is crucial for the successful start of a kettlebell swing. Think of it this way, if the kettlebell is too far away from you, it's hard to engage your lats to generate the momentum you need to get started. Too close and your kettlebell will be like a plane with too short of a runway and fail to take off. An easy way to overcome this problem is to take the big toe of one foot directly to the body of the kettlebell. You'll then take the big toe of the second foot to the heel of the first foot and widen your stance to roughly shoulder width apart. This will put you at a good distance from the kettlebell to start this movement from the hinge pattern that we covered earlier in this video. From your hinge pattern, I want you to tilt the kettlebell back like it's an extension of your wrist and hike that kettlebell like you're shoving it up your ass. Then we simultaneously extend the hips and knees like Nicole so eloquently demonstrated during our kettlebell deadlift. How's that for a coaching cue? And that, my friend, leads me to the most common kettlebell swing mistake that I have seen over the past 10 years, and that mistake is a lack of connection between the forearm and the hips as the kettlebell descends from its apex. Let me explain. As the kettlebell descends from its apex, oftentimes beginners send their hips back too early, and this makes our hands go below the knees, which puts excessive stress on our lower back. By simply waiting for your forearms to make contact with your hips, you'll keep your hands above your knees, which will reduce the stress in your lower back and maximize the power output from your hips as you load up for your next swing. So to recap the entire swing in under 15 seconds, we have our setup. We hinge, hike, extend, connect, and return for the next rep. And that is how you perform a kettlebell swing from start to finish. So if you found this guide helpful, you have an interest in kettlebell training, and you want to lose weight and keep it off for good, like and subscribe and check out the next fundamental movement I would recommend mastering on your weight loss journey with the kettlebell. Until next time, stay humble, stay hungry, stay happy. Cheers.